What's up, YouTube? This your boy, Liz Palmer, Game of More Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition. I want to talk a little bit. I just watched another content creator, big fan, Breezy. I watched this show, and it was loaded with a bunch of people. And I remember when we was halfway through the season, people were saying that we need to lose more games than a lot of teams. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you look at the NBA draft, those teams that's 1 through 3 is not, except Philly, who literally, blatantly tanked. I mean, they tank masters. They could have had a team for real with a captain in it. And I want to just go over this list because the nonsense people constantly talk. I'm wondering if you really playing fantasy NBA. I've been telling people from the very beginning that tanking is not going to guarantee nothing. Nothing. It doesn't guarantee anything. Told you that a long time ago. This is a entertainment. The NBA is an entertainment. You want to be sidearm fantasy coaches, GMs. You're a fan. You are a fan. Yes, we have. I'm of course. I'm a Brooklyn Net fan, and I wanted the Nets to get the #1 pick. Of course I did. Of course I did. I'm a fan too. I'm not saying I'm not. At least I know that. I honestly think y'all don't know that y'all won. And that this league does what it needs to maintain its image and towards the owners of these teams, the deals that they got that you don't know nothing about. Nothing. Have no clue because you're not there. You're just talking just to be talking. I have no idea why you do that to yourself. Because at the end of the year, you get upset saying, "Oh, he did this and he should have did that." It's easy to say that afterwards. It's easy to ridicule people. It really is. People do it all the time in life in general. But in sports, it's more so. And that's all sports, not just NBA, Major League Baseball, football, hockey, same thing. Same thing goes on. You have no clue. You just thinking and saying and talking. You're a fan. Because if you're not in that room, when those decisions are made, you're not in that circle. Never was. You're just guessing based on past situations. It's fluid, like water. Like my man Bruce Lee said, be like water. Be like water. It wears rocks down. The hardest thing in the world, it wears it down. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to put the link up just in case somebody's listening right now, or I don't know, maybe want to join me if you want to. Ain't going to stay on too long, though. Oh, my man. Yeah, so, I mean, it's, that shit is crazy. That is crazy. Everything that on my show, my man's show, was crazy. I couldn't believe it. And I couldn't believe what Dylan was saying about Cam Thomas. I understand that drafting trading your best asset when you trying to build a team. I get that. And whatever can happen in 2-3 years, we don't know. And it's possible. There's always a possibility. In the NBA, everybody is trade bait. Everybody except maybe a handful or a few, but they making money. They bringing money to the league. So I get it that Cam is not bringing that money because as of right now, you don't know what this year can be. You don't know what can transpire. And I told people this before. You don't know what can transpire. You don't know this. And I told people this halfway through the season. I said, yo, look, you keep saying we need to lose games. That has nothing to do with it. It does not, that doesn't mean anything now. It doesn't, maybe before it did. Maybe when they first started, like with Patrick Ewing and stuff, and they was pulling cards out of a big spinning barrel. I don't even think that was really, being honest, have anything to do with it. They have to, it's entertainment, and they need to sell tickets. They need people in certain markets to build the brand. You're not going to build the brand in small markets, even though they funnel money to the small markets. But that's TV revenue. They got different revenues. They got other revenues too that a lot of people don't know nothing about. Don't make me go down there. Don't make me go down to the other revenues. But I'm going to bring up a thing that I know. Let's see. The Tankathon list. What happened? What happened to this list? How this transpire to be like it is? How did this work? How did it get to this? Explain that to me. Oh, the league cheated. Oh, this and that. Oh. But when I was telling you that had nothing to do with winning and losing, y'all was like, oh, Sean Marks got to get fired. That's all. I heard that from everybody. Except Breezy, maybe, and a couple other people. But, I mean, it was easy to jump on the bandwagon. I have never wavered from what I said. I have always said, and I will always say, that has nothing to do with you getting that number one pick when they want that number one pick to go. Second, there's talent in the middle rounds. It's the situation that comes up that dictates how talent can develop. Told you that from the beginning. Told you that from the beginning. The league can make a superstar. Literally makes people become a superstar. Literally. Nobody wants to believe that. Nobody wants to hear that. But look, 1.8% odds to get the top pick. And who got it? This team was fighting to get, I don't need to say anything. I don't want to throw it in people's face that they want to be GMs and talk about trading this and trading that and getting this and getting that. I'm not trying to knock what y'all do, y'all hustle, because that's what it is. Because it has no bearing and no weight. Be a fan. Be a fan. That's the best thing you can do for an organization. That's the best thing if you really care. If you really care about what you What's up, Lee?
Yo, you get me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying one thing. Let me get this one thing off my chest because I was listening to the show and I'm like tight, man, because I want people to be who they are. Fans. I want them to be a fan. I know it's upsetting that we didn't get the number one pick, but we see what it is. I told people halfway through the season that losing doesn't guarantee nothing.
Look, I'll be honest with you. All I really wanted was the top three pick, bro.
Of
I don't
course
think
I
I
do.
asked for much.
As a fan, I understood. Me too. That's why I said, but this shit is not up to us. Or even,
It ain't.
yeah,
Yeah.
it ain't even up to the GM.
Obviously, but it was the small amount of optimism that I had.
I
Like,
know.
it just just trying not to. This is just my way of trying not to be negative, which I'm usually am.
Yeah. It's
And
human. It's human. You could
yeah,
be human.
when you see draft lotteries that end up like this, like you can't really blame Lee for being the way that he is. You really
No, I
can't, bro.
can't
Like,
blame him.
because when I start spewing negative stuff, bro, like, and then it was like, what? Why are you being so pessimistic? Did you see what had just happened to us?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, I like what did am I did I just I'm supposed to just not realize that like the thing is like the way fans are, bro.
yeah.
We coordinate how history coordinates. if
So
if we if we a fan of our team, like if our team is used to getting screwed, then we gonna believe that bad shit is always gonna happen.
that's true. You wanna wish you wanna try to foresee, make it, fruition. The other words, some positive shit instead of some negative shit.
Yeah,
So you talk positive.
yeah. And I thought the most positive thing all year long was us getting like at minimum top three, bro. Like I ain't. I mean, we still got a chance to get Fizz, and I had to pivot to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not ruling out anything. And a part of the show tonight, Dylan was just explaining how we basically gotta spend money.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the thing that got me with Dylan was you playing fantasy NBA GM game. I know the game.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to sit
You
there.
basically playing
You
NBA
playing a
2K, my
game.
GM.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
like
you might as well just get on. There's a game that's GM. You can be a GM in the game.
yeah. I'm a little bit tired of people. Like, I'm a little bit over that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He'll change with the win. The soon as something moves,
Yeah.
it's a different story now.
But I mean, oh look, to Dylan's credit, I give him credit
He
because
studies it. I'm not saying he don't know what he talking about. What I'm
right.
saying, I'm
To
not
yeah,
disrespecting him. All I'm saying is you don't know. You really don't know. I don't care what they tell you. You're not in that room when they make them deals.
look, yeah. So you kind of limited, even though you get people on he'll get
Yeah,
people on his show that might have an
but you
inside.
can't trust what they say.
Yeah. I mean,
They ain't
because
telling you shit. What the fuck they gonna tell you for?
look,
You ain't making
I
their
mean,
paycheck bigger.
I mean, it's the same thing as a junior reporter on the newspaper
Right.
that's working on an intern.
Exactly.
Like you only gonna know
But
a
so
limited
much.
amount.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
So
not in that clique.
right. So I mean, yeah, you only gonna know the limited amount. So I mean, so at the same time, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I respect the fact that you bringing that to the attention, man. Obviously, the problem with the most Nets fans, they believe everything they see on Twitter.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm one of them people, man. Like I need to, you know what I like, just to end my little soliloquy off. I need to just get to something that's gonna make me happy. How about the New York Liberty?
Yeah.
That yeah, because I'm gonna get to that, man. Because yeah, I'm gonna get to them this week, man. I'm trying little things to not stress myself out, man. Because listen, the days go by as hard. These days are going by fast, and it's hard enough. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is, man. So I'm not gonna stress myself out by what the Nets is doing anymore, bro. Like, listen, they
It is what it is,
yeah,
right?
because like what I'm good at what's on the court. Like, on the court in the moment, that boom, boom, boom. If I see it right then and there happening in real time,
That's what it is.
then that's what it is. Because
Yeah.
that's what my podcast consists of.
Yeah.
Calling
I,
them,
I
calling all
like
stuff.
to
So
I always like to get talk a little bit about the politics and the business side of it. And when I do that, I'm limited because I'm not connected. So
right,
I have to like dig, literally decipher because it's almost like like a puzzle. They don't want you to know that that is true or anything that's going dirty going on. But everything is a deal. Everything is a business deal.
right, right,
The
right, right, right.
league is entertainment. I tell
Yeah.
people that all the time. It's entertainment. Of
Look,
course, they
I
want to
mean, yeah,
put him
yeah.
on
I mean, yeah,
ballot.
it is, and they put and at the end of NBA, they put the E on it, on all of their copyrights and all of their restrictions, just so they don't get sued, because now the the arms that they locked in with the gambling sites and the
Right.
gambling companies and
Exactly.
everything,
That's just a new
that's all
dimension.
it that's all basically tied in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and boy, they might not. I might have to watch coming out of my house.
Look, I look. There's a reason why. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. There's a reason why I watch, women's basketball a little bit more, bro.
Because it's pure right now.
Yeah, yeah, it's pure right now, but it's only a matter of time before they get a hold of that too.
Oh yeah, of course, because money talk.
So yeah, so like with the NI deals these ladies is getting, bro. Like
Right.
they gonna make sure they stick their hands in some of their pockets, bro. Like it is what it is. It's not
Yeah.
like like the WNBA, like the women's game in college is basically OnlyFans to a lot of chicks, bro. Like they getting they getting money. I ain't gonna lie, they getting money they never thought they was gonna get. But like they ain't in a rush to go to the WNBA. So I mean, it is what it is. But
Yeah, another thing is like people sit back and say that we stuck in purgatory, meaning that, and I brought the meaning. I personally went and said, let me see what that word means, right? And
uh
I came across. Let me bring it up. That shit is fucking crazy because I feel like we stuck in that a place or state of temporary suffering and misery.
well, I don't feel like we
But
should we
it's
we stuck in that.
temporary. The key
Yeah, yeah,
word
yeah.
is
I like
temporary.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The reason why I don't
Eventually, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna shut my phone down after this.
Yeah,
The reason why I don't think of it is because I look at teams like Boston, which is probably about to tank this time next year.
yeah,
I look at teams like Milwaukee that's probably gonna do it over because they don't have no future draft picks, so they need future capital, and they're probably gonna go to San Antonio or OKC to go get that.
right.
I look at a team like Miami that's probably about to start it all over. Like these are teams that have been in championship considerations in the last couple of years, and now they got to break it up and they got to fold it in, and because of how the way the new CBA works, I guess, quote
Right,
unquote, they have to pivot and make a new decision. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So the Nets are in a place
Actually, they're
where
not in a bad place.
no, no,
They,
no. We're not in a bad place. We're in a place where we can spend money and see what works out, but we still have to go for something. Like
right.
that whole like
Yeah.
being Washington is not working. Being Utah is not working.
No.
So you have to be something in a place. But let me shut my phone down, bro. Like I got to charge this shit. This shit is
All
getting
right.
hot.
Thank you, Lee, for
Yeah,
showing up.
yeah, yeah. No doubt, bro.
No problem. Thanks a lot. See you later. Yeah, that was Lee. Don't forget to like and subscribe to his channel. Hopefully, he'll leave it down there. Let's see. Who's this? Oh, the tip off Brooklyn. Okay. Oh, they want top players to go. You got that right. Of course they do. It's marketable. Of course they wanted. I did, be honest with you. It was no reason for Flag to come to New York, to Brooklyn, because New Knicks are on top of the world right now. All the money is going that way. So they got the money in New York City. They got the attention. They got the TV thing going. They got everything going. It was no reason for him to come here. That's how they see it. No reason. No reason whatsoever. You got Brooklyn fans as Knicks fans and jumping ships and stuff and going flip-flopping all over the place. Listen, you can be whatever you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be. I'm not trying to knock you for being what you want, but it is exactly what it is. So, you don't want to hear the truth? Look at Philly. Philly got this third pick. Charlotte was 19-63 and get the fourth pick, which is not kind of bad, but Utah, 17-65, man. Them fans went through hell. Washington, New Orleans, 18-64. New Orleans, 21-61. They went through hell. So if you really look at that list, Dallas was 39-43, almost 500 team. They get the number one pick. San Antonio 34-48. Better record than everybody else all the way to the 10th pick. What that tell you? Oh, lottery ball? I like to play on their lottery, New York State lottery, on NBA's lottery team. I got tickets that I want to play right now because I want to play. I want to play. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because your chances of hitting what, if they say is you, then it's you. Now, I ain't going to really tell you the stories that I know or heard because it's irrelevant. It's going to go out in one ear and come out the other with fans and the general thing, whether, But I ain't going to stay too long. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Stop saying things that you don't know. You don't know. I mean, you can say it. It brings excitement to a lot of people. But say that you don't know for sure, and then give your remarks. This is what you like. Because I never said anything that I'm not sure of. And in the NBA, I'm not sure of 99.9% of the stuff. I always say, this is what I like. I wish it happened. Stuff like that. And then I say what I have to, I don't say that this is, I just know that it's entertainment. And aren't you entertained? All right. Peace. It's your boy Scott. Palmy Gamer. More like and subscribe. Just hit the like button if you feel like, just supporting me. That'll be good. I love y'all. Later. Go Nets.